Ooh, hello everybody, this is John, and this is going to be a Monster Hunter Rise video. It was suggested by a Kitsu. I hope I said your name right. I am dyslexic as all fuck, and I don't speak Japanese, so let's hope I get that right. But they wanted to know my opinion on Monster Hunter Rise, which is coming in, I believe, fall for the Switch. Those of you that, have been with us for a while know that I love Monster Hunter, but unfortunately, in the last year or so, Monster Hunter World has kind of fallen off the rails for me. This is why I haven't really put up any Monster Hunter World videos on our channel. And I've been kind of the game's kind of been dead to me, unfortunately. Due to the simple fact that their end game has been pretty fucking terrible, in my opinion. And I've been just completely bored of it. I've just been bored of it because they just feel like they're trying to prolong the lifespan of the game instead of making an actual good game. I want this next Monster Hunter to be really good, but I'm going into it optimistic but realistic. So anyway, let's get into my thoughts. I've seen a lot of people talk about the new wire mechanic in this game, which, by the way, I'm not gonna go through all the details in this game, like about the game. I'm not gonna tell you like every single little thing. If you're going into this video, I'm gonna assume you're informed about the details and mechanics. If you're not, I will leave some links in the description down below for some YouTubers who actually explain a lot of the details of the game, and you guys can go check them out. Just because I don't have the time to make a video going into all the new mechanics and shit in the game. I am excited for some of the mechanics, especially the new dogs. God damn it, this is an easy way to get 10 out of 10 out of me, is to fucking give me dogs that I can ride and pet. Anyway, so my biggest concern for this game is the new wire bug mechanic, which, if you guys don't know, is a little, like, it's the replacement for the clutch claw. Essentially, you can use it to fly up, dodge attacks. It's got a cooldown. You can find a third one in the world and get 3 of them. It's just like a regenerating ability that you can use. It's essentially putting a jump button in Monster Hunter, and you can use it to get easier mounts, which I think what they're going to do for that is make it so mounting attacks either do less damage now or harder to actually, like, get. So, mount is essentially a debuff to the monster. So the more you smack it in the air, the more the debuff sort of apply over and over again. But the more you do it, the longer it's going to take every time you do it correctly. Every time you apply the debuff, like when you actually get the mount off, the next time you do it, it's going to take longer. So what I think is they're going to do is prolong the shit out of being able to do that over and over again, because everyone's going to be able to get mounts really easily. And another problem that I have with it is they're making it so there's no loading time in between areas, like in Monster Hunter World. But they're adding these certain areas in the game where the monster can't go into. They're like sub areas, and I'm assuming that you're not going to be able to, say, take a gun and blast the monster from these areas. Hopefully, because that'd be weird, but also be kind of not game breaking, but it'd be immersion breaking. If I can go somewhere where the monster can't and shoot it and not shoot it, it'd be a little immersion breaking. It'd be weird. But at the same time, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of just weird balancing act that this game's gonna be having to do, and I don't know if Capcom since the last couple years have been kind of iffy for me. I don't know. I'm not confident in their ability to balance this properly, just because the wire bug can be used to dodge so many attacks, and it's a really thick dodge. If you can see it, you can go you can go zooming to different spots. I'm assuming that when you use the wire bug to dodge attacks, you're not getting too many invulnerability frames. So maybe the monster can knock you out of it if you don't time it correctly. Maybe, I don't know. Again, I haven't played the game, so I have no idea. But judging by from what I can tell, it's gonna be a really good thing to be able to, like, move around really quickly. And I don't mean good thing as in, like, well, balance. I mean good thing as in we're not gonna get hit by monsters. So if a monster grabs you, throws you on the floor, and is about to get like a super hard hitting attack, if you have a charge of wire bug, you can get out of the attack. Which I kind of prefer the idea of having a flash bomb to stop the monster, but that's just me. I don't know, or dung bomb. I don't know, but whatever. They also took out paintballs, and they completely took out the flies. I forgot this, the thing from World, the little green flies. I forget the shit out of. I am okay with the flies being gone, just because I didn't like them very much. They were kind of buggy sometimes, but I kind of missed the whole, like, tracking on the monster and paintballing them thing. It's one of the things I always really enjoyed in the other games, is like memorizing where the monster's gonna be finding where they usually go, tracking them down, like a real actual hunt, and then paintballing them and just sticking with the monster, remembering resources to like follow the monster. But now they added a whole new like bird hawk thing that can just fly around and just mark the monster for you automatically, which I don't like personally. Again, I prefer finding the monster and tracking them myself, but it's what we got. So they also brought back tents, so you can like restock at a tent and all of that stuff. Personally, the tents in World have always perplexed me in a way, where they give it to people for early game, mid game, and then take it away from them in end game when there are certain monsters like Latreon that you should be able to absolutely either restock or switch your weapons, which makes sense because he can switch his element and his weaknesses, and you should absolutely be able to switch your weapon. It makes no sense that they take out your only ability to switch your weapon unless you die. But like, I do like the whole mobility stuff. I've always liked Monster Hunter World's mobility, climbing stuff, sliding down stuff. Personally, I love that stuff. It's more immersive for me. It's something I really enjoy. I do like that we can climb on mountains and stuff like that. I don't know how balanced that stuff is going to be with monsters. Personally, I think the monsters should be able to follow you no matter where you go. But I don't know how they're going to make random monsters that are clearly not strong enough to climb up mountains follow you up the mountains. You know what I mean? But again, we'll see what happens. I do think that genuinely they're going to give us a bunch of stuff. And early to mid game of this game, it's going to be a joke. And then they're going to hit us at end game when the monsters are going to be super hard hitting and absolutely melt us. And another thing about the end game of that game is that I'm really, really hoping they don't make the same mistakes they made in World. Because if that game's... I keep saying that game's end game, but if the end game of Rise is like a mirror of World or Iceborne's, I think this might be my last Monster Hunter. I don't think I'm going to be interested in playing any more Monster Hunter. This might just be the last thing for me. It's design-wise, I really hate Endgame in the World and Iceborne. And if I see any monsters with fucking elemental checks, I'm done. I swear to God. I hate those fucking, I hate checks. I hate elemental checks. I hate damage checks. I think they're absolutely stupid. And if they're in this game, I'm gonna be fucking angry as hell. I would hate it. I can't, I wouldn't be able to do it. It'd piss me the fuck off. That being said, I'm willing to give it a chance. I'm excited for it, but I'm very nervous about it. I like that the bugs also give each weapon a new, like, ability. Like, new cool little amped abilities that I think are really nifty. And I really want to see what the charge blades and the gun lances is. I missay things all the time. Like when I said in the last video, the instead of the constantly. But yes, like, I'm excited for it, but I'm a little nervous about it. Also random thing. I don't like that we can use our voices, but they made it so we can turn that off. I'm turning that shit off, or I'm making it, if they can make it so I can talk in Dragon Speak, I'm down with that too. I just don't like having a voice. It's weird. I don't like it, and I don't think this is gonna be the game where it makes it so Capcom is like, okay, let's give voices to all the characters. I'm pretty sure after this game, nobody's gonna. I don't think anybody's gonna use that voice thing. It's just weird and jarring, honestly. So hopefully that's gonna be taken out. What else? The whole new partner thing with the dogs. I mentioned it earlier in the video, but that's literally an easy way to draw me in. I can do so much with that dog, and I want that dog. I want that fucking dog, man. I really want to like be able to ride and play with the dog and all that stuff. So I'm really excited about having a new partner. I also know that they did say that when you are playing with players online, you will at least be able to have one partner. I don't know if that means that when we have 4 squad mates, does that mean that we will be able to have each one, like, partner pet thing? I hope so, because I'd be down. I would love, like, crazy to be able to have an extra, like, pet with me. But that also means I'm probably going to increase the monster's HP to an enormous degree, which is another thing I'm kind of worried about, because in Iceborne, they fucking slowed monster killing by a fuck ton by adding the whole Clutch Claw mechanic. And god damn it, do I hate the clutch combat mechanic in World, and I hope to god they don't add anything similar to that in this game. Because I swear, if it takes me 40 minutes to kill one monster, even though I'm doing everything right, I'm gonna lose my mind. Anyway, those are my opinions on Monster Hunter Rise. Let me know what you guys think about all that stuff in the comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about the games. Let me know if you guys want to see more videos like this. I will go now walk my dog, who is being a little snippy bitch in the background. I can hear him crying. And I have to go walk him for a bit. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. See you guys next video. Bye!